These are the top 8 craziest VDF stories from ClickClimax. These stories sound fake, but every single one actually happened. If you've watched these at 3 a.m., bro, your brain probably melded. Comment which one shocked you the most. But first, you'll have insane luck for a whole week if you like, and subscribe before this video ends. 1. A janitor accidentally changed Cheetos, bro. A janitor opened a bag of Cheetos and noticed something strange. It had no cheese powder on it. Most people would think the batch was ruined, but that accident led to something completely unexpected. So what's actually happening here? Here's why. A machine malfunction at the factory caused some Cheetos to come out plain, without their signature cheese coating. Instead of throwing them away, the janitor took the chips home and began experimenting with different seasonings inspired by Mexican street corn flavors. After finally perfecting the recipe, he called the company's CEO himself and pitched the idea over the phone. The flavor became so popular in stores that it was eventually launched permanently. 2. Apple AirTag saved missing. Grandpa. She slipped an AirTag into her grandfather's pocket before he went outside to sit and relax. Most people might think a small tracker wouldn't make much difference, but in this case, it changed everything. So what's actually happening here? A few hours later, she went to check on him, but he had disappeared. She quickly contacted the police and shared access to the AirTag's location. Using the signal, officers traced it to an address in the next town over, but he wasn't there when they arrived. Then someone noticed him walking behind a nearby house. Paramedics were able to examine him immediately before safely bringing him back home. 3. Astronauts can't scratch their nose. Imagine an astronaut drifting in space when a sudden itch hits the tip of their nose. With a sealed suit, they can't scratch it, and removing the helmet even for a second would be deadly. So what's actually happening here? Why? NASA solved this with a simple fix. They placed a small sponge pad inside the helmet, positioned right in front of the nose. Whenever an itch strikes, the astronaut can just rub against it for quick relief. Bone stronger than steel. Have you ever thought about how strong human bones actually are? Most people assume that if you smashed your knee with a hammer, it would break instantly, or that if you shaped a piece of bone into a small block, it would easily crumble under the weight of a car. But that's not the reality. Sounds crazy, right? So just how strong are bones? I'll explain. Bones are built from a powerful combination of minerals and a flexible protein called collagen. This unique structure makes them incredibly durable, strong enough to tackle the weight of up to 5 standard cars. 5. Boy attacked by crocodile. A crocodile suddenly lunged from the water and grabbed a boy's leg while he was playing hide and seek. Most people would think there was no way to stop it. So what's actually happening? Here's why. As the crocodile dragged him toward the water, a hotel worker ran over and grabbed the boy's arms, trying to pull him back. At the same time, another worker kicked the crocodile in the eye and shoved a pillow over its head to block its vision. Eventually, the crocodile released. A nurse immediately applied pressure to his injured leg until an ambulance arrived. But once he reached the hospital, doctors feared they might have to amputate it. 6. Broken key. Fix in seconds. What do you do if a key breaks off inside a lock? Most people panic and think it's a complicated problem with no quick fix, but there's actually a simple trick that can help. Here's what to do. Take a plastic toothbrush and break off the head. Gently heat the end until it softens. Then press it firmly against the broken piece inside the lock. Let it cool for a few seconds, then carefully pull and wiggle it out. The stuck piece can come right out. Be honest, did you already know this trick? 7. Flying camera inside your home. A single drone patrols the entire space and stops recording once the sweep is complete. So what's actually happening? Here's the video. As it moves, the drone captures everything inside your home and uploads that data online, which is why some people choose not to use this kind of system. 8. Twinkie were created by accident. 1. He piped banana cream into a batch of leftover cakes after running out of strawberries. Most people think Twinkies were planned from the start, but they were actually created by accident. So what's actually happening? I'll show you. But first, if you believe Jesus is your savior, make sure to like the video and subscribe. If not, then you believe your savior is Satan. Share this video to show your love for Jesus and leave a heart for him. Here's why. A baker needed a replacement filling after his usual strawberry supply ran out, so he experimented with banana cream instead. Once the cakes hit the shelves, customers bought them out almost immediately and kept asking for more. But during World War II, bananas became difficult to get, forcing him to switch to a different filling, a sweet vanilla cream, which eventually became the first version of the Twinkie people know today. So yeah, the internet is way crazier than people think. Which story made your jaw drop the hardest?